So, Redestro is basically Hulk. The more stressed he gets, the bigger he gets, and even more powerful as well. So it really is, what's his name? Horikoshi really is building it up to Gigantomatria coming in for them to fight. But I don't know how I feel about that because I'm kind of liking Shigaraki versus Redestro, and I feel like if Gigantomatria comes in, it's going to be like, oh, Shigaraki wasn't strong enough to take him out. But if you think about it, the League of Villains are doing a good job. Like, these guys are putting in work. If you think about it, because they've literally been fighting Gigantomatria for like about a month, based mainly Shigaraki. So Shigaraki's been putting in all this work. He's been getting stronger. He's been, really, really like doing a lot of damage, dealing a lot of damage to people, and he's not even at 100%. So just like think about how crazy it would have been, like how much more damage you would have been able to do if he was at 100%. I really did like last week's chapter. Last week's chapter was kind of mad because it's like the way that he came in and just did the whole tower. It shows you how strong he's gotten. How quick the decay went all the way up from the bottom to the top was disgusting. And it shows you how strong flipping Redestro is as well, for him not even to be phased by that. The quirks, like when My Hero Academia really started, like the quirks were very low scale. Like it wasn't these massive gigantic quirks. But now we're seeing people with people like Redestro, we're seeing Overhaul, all these kind of guys with quirks which are like could do so much damage to people, Shigaraki get bodied. Well, okay, no, he didn't get bodied, but this injury, like, it seems like this kind of part of his hand and like even part of his wrist gets taken out, and it's kind of like ironic because he does something similar to Chisaki Overhaul. Instead, obviously, Shigaraki comes in and cuts off I think it's both his arms, or both like his hands. So I can't remember if it was both or only one. But like the whole point was like why Shigaraki done that was so Overhaul can't use his quirk. And it's like now Redestro's kind of doing something similar to Shigaraki. And the big question which a lot of people are thinking in this past couple of chapters is, with all these injuries you're seeing getting sustained, all these injuries you see happening, like who's gonna heal them? Like, the League of Villains don't really have a healer, but then again, they do have the Doctor. And it seems like the Doctor's being quite cooperative. To an extent, he's right, like, he's in the mind frame, like, you need to prove yourselves to me before I can lend all of myself to you kind of thing. But I feel like, the Doctor can heal Shigaraki. And speaking of healing Toga, now, Toga is on a mad one right now because Toga's gotten sustained so much damage. Toga's had, like, been blown up, been nearly having her neck snapped, to like so much stuff. So I'm really kind of worried for Toga. I don't think she's gonna die, but the fact that Horikoshi is just still having her like knocked out throughout all of this is kind of crazy. But we see at the start of this chapter, Twice is obviously trying to duplicate her so that they can do a blood infusion, but because Twice has never taken a measurement of Toga before when Toga was at full health, the duplicate is at the same status as Toga, which is interesting. Now, it's cool to find out more about Twice's quirk, and it's really cool just to see the interactions between the doubles and Twice, the kind of stuff. It's really, really cool. I liked how, I've never really touched on it, but like, Twice is without his mask, so that's really cool to see. It just shows you the development, of his quirk as well, and the fact that he doesn't really need the mask to cover up or he'll split. He's overcame all of those kind of things. And so with the measurements, he starts by taking a measurement. That's how he duplicates you kind of thing. And there was a really cool information as well. They're talking about how like the personality and that it's relevant, it's up to date to the most last contact. So like if Twice was just spoke to Togan right now, that's the personality of the double kind of thing. So it was really, really big. This chapter helped a lot, especially from reading last week's. But obviously that Twice basically duplicated the whole League of Villains. And this is what I'm telling you guys, like Twice right now is such a useful piece in the League of Villains. Like he's gonna help them big time. You've seen it in this arc. Like, literally, like, if it weren't for him, I don't know how they would have been able to take out this whole 100,000 kind of thing. Twice has done a lot. Shigaraki has as well, with the fact that now his decay can spread. But Twice has done damage in the sense that like there's some panels where you just see swarms of him coming out and taking out sections of the city, which is really awesome. And we finally get Spinner. Like everyone's been asking, what's Spinner? What's his quirk? What's he gonna do? And it's kind of similar to Suyu's, like does whatever a lizard can, just how Suyu can do whatever a frog can. But I don't know if Spinner can do whatever a lizard can, or is it just he can stick to walls? That's what his quirk's name is. His quirk's called Gecko, and we're really going for the whole simplicity kind of thing with Spinner's character. The point of his character, and especially recently during with characterization, was he didn't really latch onto, pun not intended, to the League of Villains goals as much as he did with Stains. With Stains, he emphasized with them that was him kind of thing. But like with the League of Villains, it's just like what we doing? Like we're not doing anything. So we were always thinking, is Stain gonna not Stain, sorry. Is Spinner gonna jump ship? Is he gonna be like a traitor? Is he gonna die? Is he gonna fall off kind of thing? But it's like we're realizing that actually no, he's staying on. He's becoming loyal. He wants to latch himself onto Shigaraki's ideals. The future that Shigaraki wants to create with his destruction is the future that Spinner wants to see. And I'm excited to just read that because it just shows you that Spinner, he wasn't gonna fall off. Spinner, he is quite a simple character, but he actually has quite a following. Ever since he had those jacked up knives, that was kind of funny. But with him versus this politician, the politician's quirk is really awesome as well. He uses electromagnetic waves to kind of stir up rallies, like the hearts of people, and by sending these waves, it amps their physical and mental techniques. Basically, they follow him. So it's not like brainwashing, but yeah, to an extent it is. It's very cultish. Ever since this character got introduced when he was on the van, all that kind of stuff. Like, to be honest, the Liberation Army is quite cultish in a sense as well. When he was like, when the tower fell down, he was just like, they're defiling our very soul. And obviously that's a reference to Redestro. And just the way that Redestro speaks and how he speaks about Destro, about the mother of Destro, all that kind of stuff. It's very cultish, especially in like the handbook that they have. Hope you guys can see me if I lean back. But other than that, this chapter was really cool. I enjoyed it. We don't get a chapter next week. It's so annoying because obviously that no Black Clover this week. So next week will be Black Clover, but not My Hero. And so annoying, especially at the end of this chapter. Like Destro's picking up Shigaraki like chicken or whatever, and I think that's Gigantomacho at the end in the last panel because the guy's just like, is that an earthquake? That's the very same guy that we see at the start of the arc when Bakugo and Todoroki are fighting those people that can control like the compression of water or something like that. I can't remember. But that's the very same hero, and I know a lot of people are thinking maybe this hero's a bit fishy, maybe this hero's with the Liberation Army kind of thing, and he is. So this Gigantomacho is gonna come on probably. It's gonna be Redestro versus Gigantomacho, and guys, I cannot wait. Seeing that whole panel, Shigaraki's hand getting like, nah, that was mad. So guys, that's enough for me. Please tell me your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked anything I'd say, please drop a like. That will be greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, subscribe for weekly reviews of Boku no Hero and Black Clover. Hit the bell icon to be notified when a new video comes out. And I'll see you in 2 weeks for My Hero Academia, but I'll probably see you next week for Black Clover greatness. You know what I'm saying? Peace out, guys. Goodbye.